I'm Christy, and this is MamieGraceDesigns. So glad you're here today. I'm doing a follow-up video to my last one, which was my summer knitting plans. Today, I am talking about the swatches I've made for those plans. I do have one finished object, which is my Boden Top V Neck. I did finish it. And let's get right to it. Okay, so finished my Boden V-top, V-neck. Love it. I've already worn it a couple times, washed it. I laid it flat to dry. It is cotton merino, Knitting for Olive cotton merino held double. I can't remember the color name, but I'll have it in the notes. And it is just an awesome top. I love it. I've already purchased yarn to make a pool cover up in this same one. I wish I had gone one size smaller for my top. For my pool cover up, I'm going to go with the same size because I like my things to be a little roomy, especially when you're kind of here in the summer when you're in a bathing suit, you're wet or you're sweaty. And so it's just harder to get things over that are fitted. So I definitely will have plenty of ease in my pool cover up. And let me get the yarn and show you. A few more details about my Boden Top V-neck. I told you my yarn. I did use a size 6 needle. That's what the pattern calls for, and I did not do a gauge swatch. I did the size extra large, and like I said, I would have done a large if I had to choose it over again. And for my pool cover up, I am doing an extra large. And the extra large circumference at the bust when you're finished, it says it was 47¼ inches. Well, mine was 48. So probably I was right on gauge. Calls for DK weight yarn. I used the Knitting for Olive cotton merino, and I held it double. And I'm really pleased with this color because already I've worn it with jeans. I've got it on with these athletic pants. I've got a skirt that I recently made at my sewing class that I think it'd be perfect with. It's a pink with a kind of a cream stripe, and I've been kind of struggling with what top was I going to wear with it. And this will be perfect. I'm real excited. This pattern was really easy to memorize. You know, once you get to where you're just in the round, it, you know, simulates crochet, and it's just a 6 stripe or 6 row pattern. So it's like a purl, then a knit row, then a knit 2 together yarn over row, then a knit row, then back to a purl row. Start it all over again. Purl, knit, yarn over. Yeah. So it was easy, very easy. And I am loving it. I put it in a laundry bag and put it in my washer, and then I just laid it flat to dry. I love Easy Care laundry. This is Kelburn Woolen's Mojave, which is 60% cotton, 40% linen. And I am going to hold it double. So it'll be a marled pink and orange fabric, which I love these colors together. I did a swatch at the yarn shop before I made my decision. First I did the pink. I already had that pink. So first I did the pink with a tennis ball green from Knitting for Olive in their, I don't have it over here, in the cotton merino. And I just didn't love the color combo. I thought it would be fun, but I didn't love it. So then, I have yarn on my mouth, I'm sorry. I tried that orange, and I was like, this is it. Fun, bright, colorful summer cover up. That'll be a lot of fun. And this pattern really goes quickly. Loved knitting this. The I-cord bind off really brought it all together because the V-neck, you know, always looked really deep until you do the bind off, and then it's perfect. I don't know what else to tell you about it. I'll show some footage here in a minute of me modeling it. I've worn it with jeans, looked great. Today I have it with just some athletic type of pants. I'm about to go watch my tennis team play. I'm not in the lineup because my back's kind of hurt, and we have to win all 5 courts at our tournament in order to progress to the finals. Don't know if we can do that. Hopefully we can. Okay, so want to talk about my other summer knitting plan progress. This is my Tulsa tank, which I had cast on Originally, I showed you my progress and I felt like it was huge. So I pulled it all out, wasn't very far. Hadn't gotten very far. I pulled it all out and went down a size. It still feels big, but anyway, it's a bottom up pattern. So this is just my bottom hem, which I forgot to go down a size, needle size on my bottom hem. So it's probably a little looser, but I decided it doesn't bother me. I will go down needle size when I do the neck and the armhole bind off, but I'm loving the color. Feels wonderful. This is my Equinox by Magpie Fibers in mint condition and mischief, and I'm loving this color. I'm excited about it, and it feels wonderful. This is a silk linen blend, and I love that yarn. Really happy with that. Okay, another summer knitting plan is the Getty Tee by Tanis Lavallee, which, like, I am obsessed with all of Tanis Lavallee's patterns and her yarns right now. This is not Tanis yarn. This is Ritual Dyes Undine, and it is 60/40 cotton linen. And this feels fine. It's not soft. I think it probably will soften up when it's washed, but I do love the colors, and I think it's going to be great. So I had done this Getty Tee is the granny squares on the shoulders, like a saddle shoulder construction, and then you knit the rest of the sweater. And the colors I originally purchased, I had done these granny squares, and I was thinking I would do like a blue and the main outside color blue and this lime green on each shoulder, like this. That's what I was thinking. And then this is the main color, and I just wasn't loving it. I felt like I needed a little more pop of color in there. I also found that like the richer green bled onto my lime green. Let's see, that's the backside. On this one, it's just the darker green bleeding onto the lime green, which I was okay with. I thought it doesn't look bad. It's kind of a tie-dye effect. But then on this one, I had a little bleeding from the blue onto the pink, and as well as the green onto the pink right there, if you can see all that. And so I sent, and then I've got some bleeding from the darker blue onto the lighter blue here. So I sent an email I bought this at Black Mountain Yarn Shop just to see if they had bleeding and what they did. And then in watching other videos, I think I've discovered that it's a little bit common to have some bleeding with cotton yarns. So in my next ones, my plan is to soak it with vinegar water. I'm going to soak them in vinegar water, which I think will help. I won't soak them as long, and that's probably all I'll do. I'm just going to be more aware of it. And put color catchers in there too. So I ordered 2 more skeins. I ordered like a orangey color and a hot pink, because I looked at Tanis's pictures and I was like, what is it, the difference between mine and hers? And I just didn't have those really loud pops of color. So now I put the hot pink in that one. I put the orange in the center in that one. I've got the orange and the hot pink in this one. And I'm much happier with these. I don't know what my final color combo is going to be, but I am very happy with these combinations. I needed that brighter pop in there, made a big difference for me. So I'm excited about that. Don't know what the final is going to be. I'm still swatching. But I got gauge on the main color, so I'm happy with that. I'm so obsessed with Tanis's everything right now that I just knew somehow I was going to get Gage. I'm like in tune with this woman. I think she speaks my language, my love language, my heart and soul language. I don't know. So I love her stuff so much. It just was fitting that our knitting tension gauge was the same. Okay, so that's all about my summer plans right now. I'm working on the Tulsa tank mainly, still swatching on the Getty tee, have finished the Boden V neck, and let's see, the only other thing is, the K-side tee, and I swatched for the K-side and got gauge, so I'm feeling good about that. I'm going to finish my Tulsa tank before I start the K-side. Also working on baby blankets, as I said, and so this was a test knit for Sandra, who has occassionally bugalhos. I think I'm saying that right. She's a Portuguese knitter. She makes children's patterns, and I just love her patterns. This was a test knit. I was slow. I didn't finish it in time, but I did finish it. And this is going to be a gift for the family that's also getting this baby blanket. And I had this folded up, so their baby room, I'll try to include a picture of their baby room. Their house is very mid-century modern, and my other way of saying that is the 70s look. And they have maintained that style. They've been updating their house, but they've totally maintained that vibe. And this is all the colors that she has in her baby room. And I saw this pattern on Pearl Soho for a shawl, and they had these stripes, so it kind of hung like this shawl, and I was like, oh, that's the look. I want that look. And these are all their colors, so I hope they will be happy with it. This is a car seat blankie, so big enough to go over the baby in the car seat, and then when they sleep, they can cuddle with it, make it their little lovey as they grow out of being in a car seat. I hope that they will like that. I had great joy in making it. I like to really customize. A car seat blankie is not so big. It's not overwhelming to knit. It takes me about 2 weeks. This blanket I made with all stash yarn, and I will list it. It's all different. Like this is a La Bien-Aimée sock weight yarn. These two, I don't even know what they are. They had no tag, and I held 2 yarns together to get that kind of avocado green. This is a Sanduskarn, I think Sunday. This is Emma's yarn. That's the La Bien-Aimée again. And this is, can't think of the name, but it'll be in my project listing, which I will put in the bottom of the notes. It was really, so that when I first started making it, the pattern calls for you to hold the yarn double. So I did, and I just didn't like the way it was coming out at all. So I tore that out. Actually, that was so hard to tear out, I threw it all away. I started over, and I just held everything single, and I'm much happier with it. And I think it will be a great baby blanket. So that was a work of love. So what I was saying was I like to customize and not just do plain Jane. I like to really make it specific. I like to see the baby room, and then I pick the color, and then I pick the pattern, and really try to make it something that that will very much be in their style of their design, and that they will enjoy. So I hope that they do. So Nico is getting both the romper and the blanket. And you know, they didn't want blue. Nothing was supposed to be blue because Tori has a very distinct style, and like even these little buttons I thought were very much in the style of their room. I got these at Birmingham Knits when I was there for a tennis tournament. And of course I try to visit the knitting store and everywhere I go. Local yarn shop. I'm pretty excited. I just finished Nico's baby blanket. I'm about to soak it and then block it. I'm very pleased with how it came out. Anxious to see how smooth I can get these edges with blocking. But it has the total 70s vibe I was going for, and that his baby room has. Woohoo! Okay, got it all stretched out. I used these little, I don't know what you call these things. I have one on each side, and I just put them along the edge of my blanket, and then I pin it, and it has it nice and stretched out. Now I'll put a fan on it and let it dry. Okay, I'm gonna show you I'll do a close-up of my swatch board. And I've got a few videos to include that I've already filmed, and just want to thank you for being with me today. It's a short video, and I will be back soon. Oh, no, sorry. I do want to mention I have a knit along coming up. My first knit along, and I'm doing it with Yeji from Handmade Co. She lives in Seattle, and we became friends from doing a test knit. We did the Sunda top by Sana & Co. And that was a lot of fun, and it was a Facebook chat group, and so I made 2 friends out of that group. I would say it is a good reason to do a test knit. If you've ever thought about doing a test knit, they want all levels. I was very scared when I did my first one because I felt like such a rookie. It will definitely grow your knitting, and you build more knitting community, I didn't know I had no idea I would get all that out of it when I started and I signed up, and I'm so happy I did it. And Yeji's so sweet. So we're doing a Flower Power knit along. It's going to be in July. We don't have all the details worked out yet, but it's coming. And she's a young mom. She has 2 young children, which brings back so many memories for me. My children are 30 and 28, and they're talking about having children, so they're almost to that stage. So I'm just excited to be doing this with her. And she's going to do, she has her item already picked out that she's doing. Mine's going to be slightly different. I'm making a sweater that she has already previously knit, but is very flower themed. And I'm excited about it. My first knit along to host. And I'm excitedly working on prizes. That will be fun to share with y'all, because it's going to be my heart in it, very much my heart in it. So looking forward to that. Yeji is very kind to want to do this with me. So here is my inspiration board. I haven't even taken the paper off. And this will be hung on my wall as soon as I can get my husband to do that for me. He hung my other 2 boards for me. You can see those right there. And this is a baby blanket that I have in progress right now for my friend's grandson. And he keeps asking her, is my blanket done yet? That is all that is done on his blanket right now. So here's my K-side tee swatch, my Tulsa tee swatch, and then my Getty tee swatches, a couple of them. Making some progress. Checking off my Boden V-neck. Done. Boden V-neck. Loving it. Modeling is not my forte. I suddenly feel very self-conscious. I wore this with jeans, and I had it in a little tuck, and it looked cute like that. Today, I have on just kind of athletic pants, and I still think it's cute with this. I'm also going to wear with my rain jacket. My 10 euro rain jacket that I got in Spain when my daughter was over there. I love this little $10 cheapy jacket. I wear it all the time. It folds up and packs. I'm taking it camping. I'm leaving next week for a almost 2-week camping trip in Colorado. Got it? Good shot, Anna. That's good. I want to tell y'all a little bit about this nail polish system that I'm using. This is my, oh, by the way, segment today. I have very thin nails that chip and peel extremely easily. And so I special order my nail polish, and it's tin free. Doesn't have formaldehyde and all those terrible chemicals in there that like OPI and those big name brands have. And this works great for me. It keeps my nails from chipping and peeling. They get longer and healthier. I actually have to have the manicurist cut them back. And the color stays on really well. So I'm in a light blue phase right now. I love this color. I've been using it. I use it in the spring usually. And they have all kinds of great colors. And I take these with me when I go get a mani-pedi and have them use my polish instead of theirs. And those ladies don't mind. They all know me. They quit, usually you walk in, they tell you to pick your color. They quit telling me that. That, and I'm always knitting when I'm in there. They'll ask me what I'm making now. So I don't always do my own. But this Olive and June is known for making it easy to do your own polish. Oopsie. See, I'm not great at it. They have a special little handle for holding your polish. I'm not using it today. I'm kind of in a hurry. That's kind of the story of my life. So this is my, oh, by the way, because I just love this nail polish. And it does stay on really well. It's like on my toes, I don't have to change it at all. But I am so hard on my hands that I do have to change out my color. In fact, when I left the nail salon, I messed my nail up before I even got out of there because I'm too impatient to let it dry fully. And I cannot do acrylic nails. They just tear my nails up. I've tried them. I've tried the ones that say they're organic. They're not organic. I was like, that's a really good try. They're not organic. Or it might say organic. It's made from something out of the earth, but anyway. I love Olive and June. They have all kinds of great colors. I tend to go towards pastels. Like I usually do a real light pink on my fingernails. It's like a barely there. I also have a really nice lavender that I like for spring. I have a royal blue that I do a lot in the summer. I don't know where all this hair is coming from. Well, I got 5 dogs in the house. That's probably where all the hair is coming from. This glossy top coat is amazing. So when I get my nails done at the salon, if I will put some more of the glossy top coat on, after every couple days, it really, really lasts a long time. I'm almost out of this. It's time to order some more. So they have a whole system for you to be able to shape your nails and do your own cuticle trimming and all that stuff. I've tried it. I'm really not great at that. I don't have a whole lot of patience for it. I can do it, but it still doesn't look as good as when I get it professionally done. So I tend to just take my nail polish with me and get it professionally done. But for those of you who want to do it at home, you can. Almost time for the top coat. Okay, long-lasting top coat coming on now. The system is also great to give as gifts. I gave my daughter one for Christmas last year or the year before, I can't remember. A whole nice gift box set with the base coat, the color, the top coat, the nail care stuff, because she does like to do her own nails. She and her husband do some rock climbing, and you really tear your nails up with rock climbing so she can kind of maintain her own. Okay. What do you think? Okay, this morning I was knitting and watching Knit and Grace, Mia from Knit and Grace, and she shared a method that she uses for keeping organized in her knitting, and that is that she plans each week, the beginning of the week, she plans out what she's got to do. She plans it for her work, for her personal life, and for her knitting. And so I decided that that would work really great with my whole outline that I did about summer knitting plans. And I prioritized, I have 4 projects that I'm currently working on. I have one of them on today. I finished my Boden Top V Neck, which I will show more when I get home. And so I am on my way to the Container Store because I've seen some weekly planner sheets that they have there, and I like cute paper stuff and pretty pens and cute paper. Love those. So I'm on my way to get some and just taking you along for the ride. And Mia, thank you for sharing those great tips. Evidently Mia is a project manager, and she was chuckling in her video because she's like, a project manager likes to manage, and she goes, and this is how I manage my life. So I love that. I loved her sharing her tip, and I love how it's helping me to manage my life, because there never seems to be enough hours in the day. Okay. By the way, I painted my nails right before I left the house. This is one of my tricks for doing things that won't mess my nails up, is that I paint them right before I get in the car. Sometimes I get in the car and then paint them after I'm buckled in. And because I'm driving, I can't do things that will mess them up. And so they should be fully dry by now. I just love the Container Store. I used to have to go to Dallas, and now Little Rock has one, and dadgummit, if they didn't file Chapter 11 bankruptcy recently, I sure hope it doesn't close, because I could work here. I love their store so much. I like that would work. It's a meal planner. That's like one day at a time, but I really don't know if I like the big book. Ooh, I love the pencil case. Oh, and I like these little, now I like this size book and this little bag. Now this size little book would be easy to carry around, fit in my purse. This is also a great little thing to keep like your passwords in, to not have them on your phone. Comes with a pen. I don't necessarily want that whole bag in my purse. I wouldn't mind having just a notebook in my purse. Well, just messed my nail up. Right there, dadgummit. Okay, this Rifle Paper Company, which I love Rifle Paper Company. This is like what I had in mind. I think this is the winner. But let me just keep looking. Here's another list. Sugar paper, never heard of them. To do, to email, to buy. That might be better for personal or business. That's just a today. Let's shop like groceries. Pretty pens. find that size to be workable for myself. That one looks good, but I like the other one better. Okay. This is the winner for my weekly planner, and I'm getting this just because I can't resist. By the way, this is also where I got my bulletin boards that I have in my knitting room. I just love the Container Store. If you've never had a Hulkin bag, they are awesome. Big shopping bags. Like, I use it for my sewing night. I carry my sewing machine in it, plus all my fabric, everything I'm working on. And it's easy to wheel from home to the class. And then I just wheel it back into my closet, my hall closet, after class. I generally don't work on my sewing at home. I just do it in class because I'm not that good. I just had to look around some other things. What else do I need while I'm here? Because, you know, I'm sure there's something I need. Their shelves are not as fully stocked as they used to be. That's why I'm afraid they're going to close. I'm sure Amazon has killed them, which is so sad. Okay, here's my planning sheet in action. I started this on Monday. Today is actually the weekend. I planned to work on Nico's blanket all week. I actually finished it ahead of time, yay. Boden Top V Neck photos, I took those today. Luke's blanket, I actually have not worked on at all. Have not started the K-side tee because I decided to just keep going with my Tulsa tank. Abby's blanket, have not started. So as I fill this out for my new one out for next week, I'll rotate Nico off. Luke will be on there. That will not be. And this, well, not Abby's blanket, but a different baby blanket. I still have not started Abby's, but I have a different baby blanket to start on. So let me do a new one. Okay, updated project guideline. Monday is June 2nd, which is my sister's birthday. I'm going to start, I've been working on Jaden's blankie. I will continue working on that until Wednesday, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Same for my Tulsa tank. This is just stockinette knitting, so it's easy to take with me. Like, I took some video today at my team tennis event. I was knitting and watching. And Jaden's blankie I've been working on, like when I play Mahjong and stuff. But Thursday I leave for my big camping trip in Colorado, and I'm gonna take Luke's blanket with me and work on it the whole time I'm there. It's green, so it's gonna hide any dirt well, and it's a pretty big project, and you know, maybe I actually can finish it while I'm gone. I'm not positive about that, but that could be a great goal. So that will be my only knitting project that I take with me. So that's a pretty easy planning sheet for this week. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope I see you again soon. We'll have lots more knitting fun to talk about.